So we are coming to the lesson that you can do in bed. Now I have got over there, I've got myself a pillow and a cushion. This big cushion that I'm not going to use, but this is purely because when I'm doing these poses, you can do these in bed, which is what I was saying. So basically we're going to go through some poses, and they're going to be nice slow poses, really gentle ones, the ones that we've been doing this week. So there's nothing that really takes too much effort with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin. So you're going to imagine that you've just literally sat up in bed. Now you can sit up with your back against the wall if you've got a nice God, the thing that goes at the end of the bed, I can't even remember what it's called. Mine's bars, so unless I've got cushions behind my back, it's really not comfortable for me to sit up against. Now, because I have problems with my knees, I want to start slightly differently today because I've got a lot of problems at the moment. So all I want you to do is imagine that you're sitting in bed. You might be in bed, or you might have rolled out your mat, you might have decided to do this on your mat. I'm actually going to begin a little bit differently today because I want you to imagine that we're doing this just before you go into bed. So you're actually going to use this as a way to relax, to soften into the body before you go to bed. Some of these poses obviously are really, really gentle. So we're going to begin by bringing your fingers, 3 fingers on either hand, and you're going to bring them to the space between your eyebrows on the forehead. And all I want you to do is just gently stroke the forehead. So like I say, you can do this sitting up in bed, and all you're going to do is stroke across your forehead. So you're stroking from the middle, and then you are bringing the fingers right through towards the temples. So you're just going to stroke across the forehead a couple of times. So you're preparing yourself for really relaxing into this. This is a little bit of relaxation I got from a book years ago, and I want to find out who I've lent it to. I will use this one of the books in book recommendations. That's already making me start to relax, so I'm going to have to stop that now. So the next thing that I want you to do is you're just going to draw the chin in towards the chest. You can bring the head so it's level again. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then turn to look over the shoulder. Come back to the centre. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Turn the chin to look over the shoulder. Come back to the centre. Now just gently start to rotate the head round. Just go around 2 or 3 times towards the right. We're not doing this with the breath because otherwise the video will become far too long. So going around 2 or 3 times in one direction, and then take it in the other. So you're just circling the neck around. Really gently there. You're going to bring the head back to the centre. Now I want you just to do something unusual with your eyes. You're going to look up, and I want you to imagine there's a clock in front of you. You're just going to take the eyes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take them back. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them back to the centre. This is a really strange one now. I want you to push your chin out, and then you're going to push it up towards the ceiling. You're stretching out the neck. And at the same time you can stroke the neck if you want. Gently bring the chin back to the centre, and we're just going to bring in a few alternate nostril breaths. So you're going to bring the right hand up in front of your face, and you can drop the index and middle finger down so it's touching the palm, and then you're going to bring the right thumb to the right side of the nose, and the index, the ring finger and the little finger to the left side. So I want you to close off the right nostril, breathe in through the left. Close the left nostril, breathe out through the right. Breathe back in through the right. Close, breathe out through the left. Now that's one round. Breathe back in through the left. Close, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close and breathe out through the left. Now continue that in your own time. So you're going to breathe in through the left nostril. The right side is closed. Close the left. Breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe back in through the right nostril. Close it off. Breathe out through the left nostril. I'm going to leave you doing that in your own time now. So if you want to pause the video at this point, then do so. And you can carry on doing about 10 rounds of that if you wish. And when you've done that 10 rounds, then you'll go back to pressing play again. So we're back. So that is alternative nostril breathing. It has a very, very, very calming effect on the body. So the next thing that you're going to do, and I've got a headband in, so I'm going to be careful with this. You're actually going to shampoo. So imagine you're shampooing your hair. So I'm not going to do the whole head because of the fact that I've got a headband in, and I'll look even more crazy wild hair. So I'm pretending, but you are actually going to pretend that you're shampooing your hair. So really just gently shampoo that head, bringing the fingertips and massaging all over the scalp so it feels, you'll possibly start to feel that as a tingling because it will begin to really relax you. And again, you can pause it, do it for a little bit longer if you wish. But when you're ready, release that and just soften. So this is where we're going to come into our first pose, and we're going to come into what is known as Tortoise Komasana, but in yin pose this is actually known as butterfly. So you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. If you're in bed, put a cushion underneath your bum if you want to. It's just going to lift the hips a little bit higher. Do make sure you read all of the things about these poses just to make sure that you're doing these. If you've got problems with the hips, you're going to have to be very mindful with this. So slide the feet in as close to you as it is comfortable. Take a breath, and you're just going to fold the body forwards so that the shoulders relax. You can even have the arms under the legs if you want. Let the head drop by letting the chin come into the chest. And just feel as if this is like letting a weight just drop off your shoulders. If you've got a cushion, you can use the cushion to bring it underneath the belly and underneath the heart, underneath the chest, and that just supports you a little bit more. And then just let the head completely relax. So you're going to take about 5 to 10 breaths in each of these poses. And of course, if you want to hold any of them a little bit longer, then just pause the video. And then when you've held it long enough to have really felt that begin to ease and soften into your body, you are then going to ease and relax down onto the floor. Now, I did talk about pentacle yesterday, so if you want to do pentacle in between poses, widen your feet so they're wider than the hips. Bring the arms out to the side so the palms are facing up before you come into your next pose. So you can give yourself a few moments in pentacle before you carry on. And when you're ready, begin to get ready for your next pose, which is supported bridge. So bring the soles of the feet on the floor. You might have a bolster. I'm going to do this with a cushion. I'm going to lift my hips off the floor. I'm going to slide that underneath my sacrum and making sure that it's not in my lower back, it's supporting me under my sacrum. So I'm just making sure I'm completely supported there. And again, hands can rest either side of the hips. If you feel comfortable, you can straighten out the legs, but if you prefer, just have the feet resting on the floor. You can adapt this and bring the arms up and above the head. That feels really open into the heart, but that might be a little bit too much. Back issues, please be careful with this. So just softening and easing into your supported bridge pose. Any surgery, any radiotherapy, don't let the arms stay up there too long, it'll get too much for you. So if you want, you can place your hands on your belly or back onto the floor. And try and let the breath come into the belly, and if you want, you could even start to count the breath. So you could count the breath on 1, on 2, on 3 as you breathe in, on 1, on 2, on 3 as you breathe out. Your breath may be longer, it may be shorter. Just allows the mind to be occupied. And then when you're ready and you've held it for 5 or 10 breaths or so, soften vertebra by vertebra, the back down. Just gently hug the knees in, so squeeze the knees in and just rock from side to side. So that is just allowing you to massage out your back. And bring the soles of the feet back down onto the floor. For this, I'm going to place the cushion under my head. We're going to come into, I'm going to go a little bit further down the mat, just so you can see me a bit better. So now we're going to come into a supine twist. So you're going to bring your hands either side of your hips. You're going to walk your knees and your ankles together. Lift your bum up, slide it to the right. I'm going to use the cushion. I'm going to lift my knees up and towards me, and then I'm going to drop them down towards the left hand side. Now I'm not trying to keep them perfectly together. I want this to be quite comfortable. So you can place another cushion behind the back to stop you from rolling. Left hand can go on the outside of the right knee. Right arm can extend out to the side if that feels okay. Or of course you can drape it around the head. But just choose what is right for you. You may just want to place the right hand onto the torso. Just make sure that the shoulders are comfortable and that you can just relax into this gentle supine twist. And again, you're going to hold that for as long as is comfortable for you. 5 to 10 breaths or so. You're preparing yourself for sleep here. And then again, when you're ready, you're going to slowly ease yourself back to the center the hips again. Just again, hug the knees for a minute, make circles with the knees. Just to massage that lower back into the floor or the bed if you're on the bed. Feet back on the floor. I'm doing this with my eyes closed, so I know my cushion's going to go to the other side. Feet and knees together, lift your bum, slide it to the left. Draw the knees towards you, get the pillow ready, and drop the knees down towards the right hand side. Now I straight away can tell my knees on this side won't go as far, so I'm just stacking my pillows a little bit higher to make me a little bit more comfortable there. And again, you can, if you want, hold the knees with the hand. And if you wish, draping the arm around the head. That's my radiotherapy side, so I'm going to drop mine a bit further down so it doesn't take too much strain on me. And again, 10 breaths, you're holding your supine twist. And if you can, going back to that breath, breathing in on 1, on 2, on 3, and breathing out on 1, on 2, on 3. When you're ready, gently easing back to the center. Again, just recenter the hips, walk the feet away from each other so you can just drop the knees in. Left knee to the right ankle, then right knee to the left ankle, and just do that a few times so you've just recentered yourself again. And this is where we're going to come to Bananasana now. So begin to straighten out the legs. I'm getting rid of the cushion now because I'm going to interlace my fingers behind my head. If you've had this radiotherapy or surgery, that might be too much for you on the side that you've had it done, so just be very aware. Start to walk your feet over towards the left as far as they will comfortably go without moving your bum, and then just gently shuffle head and shoulders over towards the left so the right elbow is lifting up a little bit. Mindfulness over that scarring if you've got any lymph node removal. If you wish, take it further, lift the right ankle up on top of the left knee. Now you should feel this down the right hand side of your waist and into the right hand side of the rib cage. And again, because you're preparing yourself for sleep, you don't want to go into this too deeply. So again, just go back to the breath, breathing in on 1, on 2, on 3. And breathing out on 1, on 2, on 3. 5 to 10 breaths. Again, when you're ready, slowly ease yourself back to the center. If you need to, make circles with the knees, that is up to you. And then when you're ready, you're going to straighten the legs out again, interlacing the fingers underneath the head if that is okay and you are going. I'm going to have to come over to the other side of my mat, otherwise I won't have room. Walking this time the feet over towards the right hand side of the mat and shuffling head and shoulders to the right hand side so the left arm is lifting. Again, cross the ankles over. Left ankle over right if that is okay. If not, either release or cross them the opposite way. Now this is my scar side. So for me, I know that I really shouldn't be holding this more than about a minute or so. And so what I'm going to do after a couple of breaths, I'm actually going to release that. So I've still got a bit of a stretch here, but I don't want to take that too far. So I can still ease a little bit deeper into my back, but I'm keeping the arm down because I know that would just be too much for me. So it might have taken the stretch out of the shoulder and the armpit. That doesn't matter if it's too much. And then again, when you're ready, you're going to carefully come back to the center. Place the soles of the feet back onto the floor. Lift your bum up and soften that lower back in. Catch hold of your knees and make circles with the knees. And really draw them towards your belly so you're making really big circles. That will massage into that lower back that you've just been working, because it's a very slight backward bend as well in Bananasana. So just be really mindful with that. And then you're going to slowly extend the legs out again. You're going to come back into your pentacle pose. So feet are wide. You've made a star shape with the body. Again, if it's too much to extend the arms so they're in line with the shoulders, you are going to bring them lower towards the torso. And you are going to remain there now as I just begin to come into a bit of a relaxation for you. So now that you are in your pentacle, I just simply want you to be still again. Let every part of your body begin to soften, and I'm going to start to make the rotation of consciousness around your body. So bring your awareness down to your right hand and simply follow the sound of my voice, and imagine that there is a stillness and softness that is going to touch each part of your body as I name it. And that softness that you found when you were massaging your scalp and you were stroking your own eyebrows, imagine your own forehead, imagine that stroke, that gentleness is going to come to each part of your body as I name. So bring your awareness to your right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, collarbone, armpit, right side of the chest, right side of the waist, right hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, heel, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth toe. Go to the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, collarbone, armpit, left side of the chest, left side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, heel, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth toe. Go to the top of the head, the forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyelid, left eyelid, the space between the eyelids, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the right side of the jaw, the left side of the jaw, the chin, the throat, the middle of the chest, and the navel. And let your awareness again rest in your navel. And we're going to return again to the breath that we were doing. Simply follow the breath as it rises, and follow the breath as it falls. There is nothing but the sound of the rising and falling of your own breath. Breathing in as the breath rises from navel to throat. Breathing out as the breath falls from throat to navel. Navel to throat, and throat to navel. And I want you just to allow your breath to be natural and spontaneous. And we are going to breathe in some healing breaths. I want you to bring your awareness to any part of your body that may need healing. Maybe physical, maybe in your heart, or maybe in your mind. If it is physical, bring your awareness to that part of you that needs the healing. If it is mental, bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. And if it is your heart that needs healing, then bring your awareness to your heart. And I want you just to begin by breathing in and focusing on that space, and exhaling into that space. And I want you with each breath to imagine that you are actively drawing prana, the life force, the chi, into that space. And as you exhale, there is a surrender. The body is allowing itself to surrender that pain. Breathing in actively, imagine you are drawing a healing prana to this space. And as you exhale, allowing the body, the mind, the heart to surrender this pain. So allow yourself to remain with your healing breaths. On the inhalation, you draw the prana in to the body, the heart, or the mind. On exhalation, you imagine that pain is simply being surrendered, and the body is letting it go. The mind is letting it go. The heart is letting it go. Breathing in the prana, the life force, and breathing out, surrendering and letting go of anything that does not help. Breathing in the healing prana and exhaling the pain. Just allow yourself now to remain with that imaginary healing breath. There is nothing now but you. This breath, this healing life force, breathing in and breathing out. And then when you are ready, simply allow yourself to turn this off. And I will say namaste, or maybe good night. Sleep well.